Okay, I just unplugged the mic from my phone, like the wireless mic that I had connected to the phone. I didn't have the mic itself on, so I had the receiver plugged in. So now you should actually be able to hear me in good quality and in stereo. So, happy Saturday, everybody. My barecat is fucked. This sucks majorly. So this is a barecat BC370 CRS scanner. Only scanner I'm aware of that is able to decode same headers from not just NOAA weather radio, but also AM, FM, and even scanner frequencies. Not to mention it has a built-in radio-controlled clock. And it's just a good analog scanner. But it just randomly died recently. And for context, I mean, here's my Sangean.
Around 10 miles an hour. Sunday night.
You can see that it's working fine. It's getting weather radio.
50% in the game. JJ's
There's
also
AM,
rebounds in the
1490. And then if I click to FM,
in interventional cardiology as well as electrophysiology.
so this is a known good power supply. It's actually the brick from a version of 3 WR400 I had briefly before I hooked a unbeknownst to me Rogue power supply into it. If I hook it into the barecat, I cannot see the screen, but I do know pushing the backlight button, typically you'd get a beep. You don't hear. And if I just push the power button and hold it, you just get nothing. And again, this is a known good power supply. I cannot tell if there's any stuff on the screen. I asked around in ESOC, and Deer Hunter 360, along with somebody else whose name I forget, suggested that assuming the screen is in fact still blank, that it's likely an internal voltage regulator that has failed, because I've tested this on 2 power supplies and batteries, known good AA batteries, and it's the same exact thing. I mean, here, I'll hook up batteries, and I don't need antenna connected just to get some beeps and static out of it. So I'll walk over to my incredibly messy desk. I'll even hook in a set of speakers. Now, but why this pisses me off so much is not only this is one of my best radios that's now out of commission, but we've had to do some previous work to it as well. Whenever I first got this unit, it had a bad squelch potentiometer. The potentiometer just failed. So we actually had to buy a new one and connect it in. And the problem was it mounts onto this little interconnect board. Both of the potentiometers do, for squelch and volume. And the problem is desoldering the old squelch pot ripped the pads off of the board you'd have to solder to. And the person that was working on it for me was stumped for several months until they thought to use some conductive paint or something to reinstate the pads, and then the squelch actually worked. But I mean, like here is my Reface CP keyboard running on batteries. It would glitch out if it was on low batteries. If it was on low battery, like if the batteries were dead, then the amp would actually glitch out at higher volumes and just keep cutting rapidly out. But I'll grab 3 of the AA's out of this keyboard. And I will flip over the barecat. Let me set my phone on my laptop. Over the barecat, take out the battery compartment, and put in the 3 batteries. Which annoyingly, only, no matter what you're doing, will only run this damn thing for a day. And then they're completely toast. Which, in my opinion, is kind of bullshit. This isn't just on this, this is on, like, all of the 3XX CRS series scanners. I used to own a 340 when I was little, and it did the same thing. And here, no audio response. Your slight little pop from the speaker, which you would hear on normal batteries anyway, but it should, like you press it once and then hold it to boot the scanner, and that doesn't do it. And if I hook in if I grab the aux cord out the back end of these speakers, which actually has the 1/4-inch tip on it. If I hook that into the scanner, drop the speakers, and push power. No response. There's no auditory response. And to prove to you, even though you could hear that little pop, prove to you the speakers are good, I'll take the batteries back out of the scanner. And the day I discovered this thing was acting odd was just, one day it was just working fine, and I'd happened to key in the frequency of the nearest airport in Clarksburg for their ATIS, and I was somehow faintly receiving ATIS. And I wanted to pop batteries in the scanner, take it outside, and see if I could get it in at decent quality. And then I put batteries in, and it didn't do anything. Then I put the power cord in, and it didn't do anything. This was like 5 days ago. Okay. We've got batteries back in the Reface CP here. Plug in the cable. Turn on the keyboard. Use Wurlitzer with no effects. So yeah, the speakers work, the keyboard works, the Sangean works, and the Bearcat doesn't. And I've not looked in a while at the 370 CRSs because I had one. I wouldn't need to look, but I'm pretty sure these things have become a bit less common. And again, I got this one cheaper than the others because it had the broken squelch pot, and even it was like $60 a couple years ago. Oh, fuck! So, I don't know if I'm like, if there's someone in the, like, I don't know if there's a way I can, like if I can send this to someone, have them like test the voltage regulator and see if it's possible to replace it. Like, I don't know, maybe I can like take the lid off this thing and I post a couple pictures of the board to ESOC or something, or if I just have to just bite the bullet and buy a brand new fucking scanner because I need something that does AM/FM. This is my only way to get cap alerts and anything issued through traditional radio, like RMTs. None of that hits NWR around here. And plus, it's an extra way to keep safe. I don't have the NDEC up here monitoring an FM station, because the NDEC is home in Charleston. So all I've got is no other radio, and even then it's an iffy signal.
For Sunday through Friday, no hazardous weather is expected. Spotter activation is not expected. This is NOAA Weather Radio. All hazards. Station WXJ85 in Clarksburg.
And that's just because I'm close to the radio with the window a little open. Because I'm on the 3rd floor of a 6th-floor building, so reception of kind of everything kind of sucks dick in here. Like, AM is okay for local or regional stations, like WWVA. But I have to go outside if I want to get, like, KDKA or KMOX or anything like that. WLW, stations like that. FM is okay, but I struggle to get things in stereo on a good radio like my CFD S36 boombox. It's a whole clusterfuck. But yeah, long story short, my barecat's dead. I need help.
Viewfinder. 24 1.0. Pause recording. Stop.